Ledra.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What are your plans now?
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Goodbye.
I wish you well in your future efforts.
Alright, that's it. Let's get the fuck out of here. I think we should go back to the Citadel. There's another mission to trade in.
It will take time. Thank you for freeing us.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Go back to the Citadel. Trade in a couple missions. I know there's the one that I did inadvertently. And there's one that I missed when I was there. I can do. I know there's one or two new ones that I could pick up while I'm there. And then we go to the last of the 3 major story-driven missions. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Aha. Oh, we got some talking to do too when we go on the ship. We got some talking to do.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Zoop, zoop, zoop. This is cool. They look more realistic when they have their helmets on.
Progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
Oh, too many bean burritos.
Cypher shook me up a bit.
Fucking Dominoes
I might
killed my
be able
stomach.
to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Let's do it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Do the mind meld.
Relax, Commander.
Embrace eternity.
Embrace eternity.
Wah. Here we go again with this shit. Certainly. Look at the grouse.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Oh.
What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Take your top off,
Come
Commander.
on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
So there was nothing useful?
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines.
Huh.
I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit. But I did not see anything that would help us find it.
Alright.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there, at least. But something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can...
Oh, I feel faint
sorry.
again.
The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Ferris report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Sure.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Alright, more Paragon. Paragon! Ah! What's going on? Loading. Alright, time to talk with the crew again. Time to get more juicy stories about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But first, let's talk to dumb fuck Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down.
You can give me a nice back rub.
But they spike higher than a lot
Rub
of
me down with some exotic oils.
You, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and EZO. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic.
Break you.
From there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties.
You still have fucking headaches from it.
History, not rehash it.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Hey, look, more junk. Shit, I wanted to trade that in and I fucking accepted it by accident. Alright, let's talk to Liara for more sexy chat. Sexy time chat. Yes.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She said that last time, too.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you.
Ooh.
And making a fool of myself in the process.
Yes.
As I said, I am not used to dealing with people.
This conversation will be a
especially
lot more
humans.
comfortable with your
I
shirt
did
off.
not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. And the Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true.
150?
At
What the
first I
fuck?
thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Intimidating?
You're scared of us?
Yes.
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity
You
as
should
something
be,
of a bully.
bitch.
You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I
I'm
can.
trying.
There is a reason the
Step
Council
by
chose
step.
you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did on Torfin. I cannot even imagine how horrible that must have been, but you did what had to be done.